Let's get into a little bit of the conversation here and talking about kind of what's going on in core confidence. I know a lot of people are interested. Jess, what was going on? I remember you said to me that maybe someone had recommended executive coaching,
Yep.
executive functioning coaching for Olivia. Like, what was going on that you guys felt like there was a need for some more help?
Yeah, Olivia, she's extraordinarily talented and bright, but it's those organizational skills. It's functioning. Olivia, we joke about simple things like getting up in the morning. She gets really annoyed when I now have a gong, that I would go in there with her
Yeah.
room. But as work really started picking up now that she's in middle school, just being able to organize herself was something we were looking for some help with, and we got advice from others in her school that would be helpful for her. And so that's what caused us to seek it out. And right around the same time, you said, "Hey, guess what I'm doing?" And
Yeah,
I said, "This couldn't be more. Your timing couldn't have been better for this." And
serendipitous.
yes, great word, great word.
Yes, using that $5 vocabulary. How did you perceive Olivia was feeling about herself and school when we started?
My perception was extraordinarily frustrated with all of it. And I think
Yeah.
she's laughing because she agrees.
Olivia, how did school feel for you before you started working with us?
Before I started, first of all, my campus, it's like a separate campus, so I had to get used to this like giant, it's like a maze in there. So I was really stressed about getting lost and going to classes not on time, going to the wrong classes. I was stressed about like a lot of things, but I feel like a lot more organized and stuff now.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
great.
say their campus is funny because their middle school is their seventh and eighth grade are the only parts that are separate. The high school and the lower school are actually on the main campus. So they affectionately call seventh and eighth grade Puberty Island.
Oh, great. Out there on out there on Puberty Island.
Yeah, so she's on Puberty Island right now with the seventh and eighth grade. She'll be allowed back in ninth grade.
Olivia, do you have your journal with you?
Yep.
Amazing. We'll get to it in a minute. What were some of the things that were stressing you out around school? What parts of your school day had you feeling stressed and overwhelmed?
Well, on the first day of school, I remember it was like pretty easy, but they didn't give us any directions. And so when I was stressed about like the hardest part of it was honestly just finding my classes and navigating through traffic and like figuring out how to stay organized with all of this because I mean it's really like a maze. It's really scary how they set up the building. I mean, it was like I think I was crying the night before because I didn't know where I was supposed to go.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, I fit the hardest too hard.
So previously last year, were you okay? Your homework was okay? You had good routines?
Last year, towards the end of the year, I was up till midnight almost every single night doing homework.
Yikes.
And
Yikes.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
As a
Um,
sixth grader, as like a 12-year old?
as a sixth grader. And I mean, they loaded me with homework, and I wasn't able to finish it ever in class because they didn't give us enough time. And it was just very stressful. I was like having breakdowns at night. It was not fun.
What was the hardest part about watching that, Jess? What was going through your heart and mind?
It was tough to see, it so much of it for me was I recognized just she didn't have to be up till midnight, but a lot of it was organizing herself in a way that
Mm.
uh, created that. But that's a huge adjustment with the level of work keeps jumping now each year. Plus her after school activity, especially with us, horseback riding is not on campus, so we have to drive
Yeah.
25 minutes each way just after school. So a lot of it to me was I wasn't sure how to help herself, and she was just getting stuck into that midnight window um, every night, and I didn't have the tools on what to suggest to her other than reaching out to teachers, just saying where she's at.
Were
And
they helpful? Did they have recommendations?
some of it flew in the face of what Olivia wanted in terms of she likes to complete things. And a lot of times I said, it's okay, tell her it, you know, just come in with what she did and tell her to go to sleep. But she didn't want that. Like, so she's, no, I got to get this done. So even what they were even saying she's okay, and she was saying, no, I'm not. I need to do it. So I had to even get through that, and
I was being hyper focused because I knew that the next day I would have more homework, so I was trying to finish it that night, even if it meant staying up till
yeah.
midnight. Because
So
I
you were
was
in this
dead.
loop, though. You were just in this loop that you were
Yeah.
just kind of like constantly just treading water, trying to like not drown. Yeah, that sounds really stressful. And I'm
Mhm.
just so thankful that you guys found your way here. Let's talk a little bit now about we're just over 6 weeks in. Maybe Olivia, if you could take out your journal real quick, show all these nice people what we've been working on in class. So we have something we call the 1% playbook, and we basically are trying to get 1% better every day. The goal is not to have a overnight transformation, but to have a steady transformation in which we acknowledge that we have the power to make changes. And Olivia, if you don't mind, can you share with the community here? Can you share what your 12-week goals are with the things that we're trying to accomplish in our time together?
Yes. Okay. So we have 3 goals. So my first goal was designing a morning routine, and I accomplished that in 2 weeks using SMART goals. And my goal right now is designing an evening routine, and that's using SMART goals with a time bound of 4 weeks. And I'm keeping track using a chart so that I can see what time I went to bed, what time I started getting ready, and my routine, just so I can try to organize better like routines to help me get to bed on time. And my main goal is having positive self-image because I feel like when I wake up on time in the mornings, I'm always in a better attitude. And if I go to sleep on time, that's like a benefit for my morning. So that's why I have these 2 goals right now to help me get to my big 12-week one,
Yeah, what's your big 12-week goal?
the positive self-image one.
That's the big one. I see.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of people may not really realize that there is a really direct correlation between executive functioning and feeling good about yourself. But when you feel confident and in control, then you have the capacity to do things that help you feel elevated and help you feel like your best version of yourself. Jesse, as you have watched this stuff unfold, but what changes have you started to notice in Olivia since we've started? She and I have started to work together.
So, one, confidence. She's developing a plan. She's able to. We talked about how she's staying up to midnight every night in 6th grade, yet she's in 7th grade. The work has ramped up even more. Her activities have ramped up more, and frankly, her social circles have ramped up more. She has friends she wants to communicate with, yet her time management and her ability to organize all that within a day, go to sleep on time, wake up most of the time on time. That's still something we work on, but she does a pretty good job. But even on her own, before I would have to be the one to get her up, and she's working really hard. But the point is, like, she's made it goals to change these things, and
Yeah.
we've tried to get her different sources of help along the way, and it's been great to hear from her specifically saying, of all the things you've tried to do for me, this is the one that by far is helping me. I don't even know why you're doing these other things and spending money on it, is what she even flat out told me. She goes, this, like, I can't, and that's I didn't know, yeah, Jason, I didn't know what to expect when
Yeah.
we started this, but this has gone beyond my wildest expectations and where she's at, and we're only 6 weeks in. So that's part of why I'm on this call with you. I know we know each other a long time, but
Yeah.
like it's rather remarkable how she's taking to this.
That's amazing. Thank you for saying that. What is it, Olivia? About what is it about the class? What's the like element of the class that is having that greatest impact for you?
Well, I will say that all of it, just like the goal setting and understanding how to set a goal so that in my future, like I can set goals for other things that need to be fixed. It's just like, for me, it's just like a really helpful source to help me like just stay organized and don't feel stressed about stuff, because I feel like I'm always having stress and anxiety, and I'm so tired of having that. And I feel like just learning how to set goals and actually doing them and just improving them and seeing how it works is like a really beneficial thing to me. And I feel like it's helping me a lot.
Just the fact that you're even able to have those words is really just so meaningful that you could talk about yourself in such a mature way. Why do you think your confidence has changed?
Well, I think it's changed. Well, I do want to say one thing before I explain. I've always had a ton of stage fright, and even presenting things in class, I could not talk like at all. And this year we've had to present like a million things already, and I've been able to actually talk and smile through the entire thing. And I feel like it's from this, because I feel more organized by learning. I feel like I don't know how to explain this, but learning how to do stuff, but not just saying, okay, do this, but actually going through the steps of learning how to do it helps with everything.
So that when we do things, we take an overwhelming task and we chunk it into manageable pieces. So, and it doesn't matter. That's where we pick a goal and we work towards that goal. But you're saying that that's transferred. That's what I hear you saying, that there's some transference from what we've been doing in class to what's actually showing up in your day-to-day life.
So I would say core confidence is it's not just saying, okay, you need to be confident now. Like, let's do this, and that's how you're confident, okay? It's not just like, okay, well, I'm going to do that. How do I do that? And then you learn how, keyword, how to do it. Not just doing it because you're told. I've learned that there's always a reason for something. It's not just you do it because you have to do it. It's you do it because it improves something in your life. And the more, I like to relate a lot of things to the 10,000 hour thing.
Yep.
And it's like where you practice like 10,000 hours, the littlest, the longest, it improves everything. So I would say, if I'm relating it to that, the more you practice goal setting, the more you get in better habits and figuring out how to like go through hard things that are happening in your life. It can improve confidence and how you feel about yourself.
Has it changed the vibe at home at all? Has there been any easing of tension as far as getting out the door and doing things now that Olivia is feeling more in ownership of herself?
Absolutely. For you to be starting this at the same time where I was searching for that solution, but not only looking for the solution, but whether you and I agreed this was a great idea, it was, it came down to how does Olivia take to it, and seeing that going even better than I expected by far, and I expected a lot, is just been nothing short of remarkable.
Feel free to reach out. I am Jason Pergament. I am the founder of Onward Rising. I am the founding teacher of the Core Confidence Program, and I would love the opportunity to help your child produce the kind of results that we're seeing here. It's definitely possible. Reach out and let me know. Thank you, guys. Everyone, have a great night.